Welcome back, adventurers. This episode is episode 1 of the Haven part of chapter 2. This episode involves Gilbert and Hollyarris as they struggle to find out what they can do to get out of this strange city and why the void has sent them here. Along their way, Gilbert is reunited with his sort of new child ward, Sam, and a new sort of hero chaotically enters the fray. With that, we pick up on the Holly and Gilbert episode 1. Keep on adventuring. All right, recording. Okay. If there is nothing else that we are waiting for, Siri, I wasn't asking for you. Alright. Now, if there's no other distractions, thank you. I'm not going to say her name again. We will get started. Gilbert and Hollyerris. Welcome back to a new kind of story. When you both left off, you traversed different dimensions than the ones you originally originated from. Holly, a mystery that began with you waking up in a room being told that the world you lived in no longer existed. Gilbert, you mysteriously finding yourself in a new plane, stumbled across a ruined city, much desolation and much ruin, where you only found one living humanoid. But independently, you both made your way through these planes, meeting various adventures and quests and conflicts in your own sort of way. Interestingly enough, you both came out of your sessions decently passive. So we begin. We begin almost immediately after you both spoke to a mysterious woman named Paradox. Gilbert, you begin your adventure in a hotel room, alone.
Am I chained to a chair in this hotel room?
No, you wake up in a bed.
I sit up, look around.
Your things, all your components, your bag, everything is neatly placed around the room. You see a window across the room from the bed, where you see a city before you. Old, ancient, you would even argue, with a giant cathedral in the distance.
Huh. I'll get up right away, put my things on as fast as I can. Look around the hotel room.
Okay.
Are there any? Yeah.
It is a plain wooden room, so like brown kind of planks that line the floor and the walls. They're decently thin walls. You can hear some sort of commotion on both sides of your room. The bed, it looks like it was made out of the same wood. There's a desk. Looks like it's slightly nicer. The curtains are kind of a musty kind of green with some basic kind of looking vague nature pattern. And it is definitely lit by some sort of gas, some sort of not torch, rather, that is attached to the wall with a little dial.
Huh. I'll look on the desk real quick. Are there any, like, notes or, like, tour guide instructions for the place?
You find your backpack on the desk, but what you do find is what looks to be a brand new, just plain black journal.
I'll flip it open right away.
You find, in essence, what you and Holly have talked about in your group chat.
Oh, Holly, right. Huh. Okay. That's good. I'll pick that all up, put it on.
As you two, this is slightly different from the rest of the groups. As you two talked in character, I will say you do recognize Holly's kind of general persona.
Nice.
Though you can't place why.
That's fair. How many doors are in here? Is it just the door leaving?
Just the one.
Okay, after I've got all my stuff together and I'm geared up and adventurer ready to go, I will go to the door.
All right, you go to the door. Do you open it?
Oh, absolutely.
You find a hallway with basically every kind of 10 feet or so there's another door, and there are about 20 doors, 10 on each side.
So I'll step out, look at my door. Is there a number on my door?
You are in room 12. And down by your left is a dead end, but down by your right on the other side of the hallway, it looks to be stairs, and you can hear plates clinking and glasses and people eating and conversing downstairs.
I'll go to the room next to mine, closing my door, and I will knock.
The door opens, and you see a blue drow man with white hair and silver eyes, and he seems to be putting on this bright red paladin armor. As he kind of looks at you confused, and he goes, "Can I help you?"
Have I seen this man before? In a mirror?
Roll either history or investigation. It will change depending on what you decide. So let me know which one.
Well, they're both the same.
Okay.
So I will roll history.
Okay. Noted.
23.
You kind of go, oh my god.
Oh, your mic just cut out.
My mic?
Yeah, I can't hear you anymore. No. Very quiet.
Can you hear me now?
Hey, there you are.
Cool. That's why you have a backup mic, baby. All right.
Yeah. It's probably a bit quieter, but it's pretty good, especially if I turn you up a little.
All right, there we go. And if I can adjust this one. So,
Sweet.
okay. So, with your history check, you kind of look at this man and you go, there's something about you. And you realize as you kind of look into his eyes that he has the exact eyes of Thea Dragon.
Oh.
Holly. We'll come back to you, Gilbert. Holly. You wake up in a hotel room. But this one is covered in vines and leaves and flowers creeping up the wall and moss covering the floor. There's a window with the same city that Gilbert has described. That Gilbert was described. Outside your window. It seems to be raining, but not too hard. You find your bags neatly tucked beside you as around you you realize that you've been sleeping on a bed of roses. But not like roses attached to a bush. It's almost as if someone picked them, cut the heads off of the vines, and then laid them out for you. These are white roses, by the way. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll get up and look out the window.
You see the same giant city as well as a humongous cathedral. What's your passive perception?
Passive perception. That's plus 10, right? So 14.
Okay. You hear a little breath catch when you move in the corner of a room.
I'm gonna freeze and then slowly turn my head toward it.
You see this person cowered in the very opposite corner of the room to you.
Mm-hmm. Is she like staring at me? Like,
Her pale blue eyes are huge, and you see a face of sheer terror, honestly, as she stares up at you, her eyes already glassy.
I'm gonna say, it's okay. It's okay. Do you know where we are?
She shakes her head, meekly, kind of cowering a little bit, hoping it wasn't the wrong answer.
Do you know who you are?
She nods.
What's your name?
Friends call me Sam.
Sam? Okay, I know this must be scary for you because you obviously don't know where you are, but we're gonna figure it out together, okay?
Do you know where Gilbert is?
Gilbert. No. No, I don't think I do.
You see her nod to herself as if she's drawing her own conclusion of something.
Were you with Gilbert?
She nods a little more frantically, I would say.
Okay, well, I guess that's our first order of business. Try to find Gilbert.
I woke up as she pulls up a plain black journal out from her lap
Can I see it?
She very slowly, as if not to scare you, gets up and hands it very slowly to you.
I'll take it very slowly. Guess I'll open it up and see what's in there.
Effectively, you see the conversation that you and Kelly had in the group chat.
Okay.
Including the clues that everyone has figured out, that you guys have figured out.
Cool. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I definitely think we need to go find Gilbert.
She nods, kind of like her eyes kind of welling up again.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Let's maybe start with getting out of this room and seeing where we're at, okay?
She nods, kind of holding herself, unsure.
I'm gonna get up slowly and walk over to the door.
Okay, you do so. You open it. You see a hallway. To the left is a dead end. To the right is stairs going down to what sounds like plates clattering, drinks, people eating.
Is Sam behind me?
She is.
Okay.
She's basically, if you're wearing a cape, she's holding the end of it.
Okay. I think I would. Okay, I'm just gonna walk out into the hallway, and there's no one in the hallway, right? It's just okay.
It begins to snow, by the way.
I guess I'll head down the stairs then.
Okay, noted. Gilbert.
Huh?
So this man with these eyes stares at you very confused.
Sorry. Sorry to bother you. I'm Gilbert. Who are you?
Name's
Did you say-
Theo. As he shakes your hand.
Theo.
Yes.
Right. Nice to meet you, Theo. What city are we in?
The city of Haven?
Of course, I knew that.
Do you work here?
No, do you know any of our neighbors?
No. Nope, it's just me.
Did you happen to see, nature-y lady?
That's very specific.
It's what I got.
Yes, multiple, throughout the city. I mean, there are druids here, but I'm going to need more than that.
In the hotel?
I couldn't tell you, honestly. I was more concerned with other ladies, let's just put it to you that way.
Oh.
Do you need help?
Uh,
Are you... Oh, shit. He goes, do you know who I am?
Theo?
You may roll on the inside at any point, by the way.
Awesome. Oh, that is not settled on a number. Let's try with the number. Insight. Well, I add 0 to that, so 9.
A 9? It seems like he's wondering if you know possibly something about a secret about his identity.
Well, I might know something. And I point at my eyes and point at his eyes.
You see, his eyebrow twitch as he kind of like nods and goes, okay, well, I have a few friends and they're a lot smarter than me, so I'm pretty dumb, so I don't know what's happening here, so I'm just going to close the door now unless you have something for me.
I have something for you. Is your last name Dragon?
One of my last names is Dragon, yes.
Do I know anything of a Theo in the Dragon family? Or this just as weird as it seems?
Roll history.
Oh. 12.
Thea has brothers. Thea has a sister. Thea, that's a large family, but you've never heard of Theo.
Twin sister? Non-twin sister?
I have twin siblings. Do you know Ned and Elio?
No. I look down the hallway. There's nobody here still. It's like, do you know Thea?
Yes. But I don't know if I should tell you how, because you've been very strange this entire time.
I mean, that's fair. I'm not trying to seem crazy. But, I'm a fan, and I met Thea, and she was pretty cool, and do you happen to know if she's around?
Oh, no, she would be back in Shadow Dragon, where she's been for, a few decades now.
But, yep, that just staying in Shadow Dragon?
She's the general there. Her hero days are long past her.
What year is this?
Oh god, I don't pay attention. Somewhere in the 560s?
What year do I think it is?
500.
Oh, well that's different. And do I know where Haven is?
No fucking idea.
Awesome. Okay, well, I should probably, what is this hotel for?
It's just called the Wizard's Brew. I don't know, it's just passing through.
Right. Okay.
Gilbert, what's your passive perception?
Oh, 10.
Actually, noted. Alright. He goes, well, Gilbert, glad to hear that you are a fan of Thea Leiden Dragon. Or Thea Dragon Leiden, sorry.
Mm.
It's nice to meet you. I'll let her know that you say hello, and
Also, if you see a druid in this hotel, could you tell her that I went that way? And I just point downstairs.
he nods.
Thanks.
Cool. He turns around, and he's currently shirtless, by the way. So he just has, like, the half-plate pants on. And he turns around, and he casts Mage Hand to go close the door. And this is where your passive perception kicks in, because on his left shoulder you see the symbol of the Heroes of Time. As he closes the door.
Am I able to slam my hand in the door before he closes it?
Roll an acrobatics check!
Oh man. 18.
You do!
Ow! Ow!
As he turns around, he goes, okay, you know what? As he
Sorry,
and
wait,
he
no.
pulls his sword.
Are you one of the Heroes of Time?
Yes, but don't yell it.
Sorry. I just
Jesus
meant.
Christ, come here. As he opens the door again.
I'll step in.
You also recognize that he has Thea's sword.
Oh my god, that's Thea's sword!
Yes!
That's Thea's sword!
Are you a stalker of my mother?
Your mother?
Back to you, Holly. You go downstairs and it is packed. It is full of jolly merry adventurers. All of them kind of wrapped in some sort of traveling garb, cloaks, some of them covered in snow now that it's snowing. Things along those lines. There are a few tables open, and there is a giant horseshoe-shaped bar, where you see a couple of tieflings working.
I'm gonna make sure Sam is still kind of tucked into my backside here.
Basically, yeah.
I'm gonna kind of slowly make my way through the crowd. Actually, I'm gonna scan first and see if I recognize anyone.
Hell yeah. Roll either. No, it would be perception.
Okay. Oh. 14.
14. You do not recognize anyone at this particular moment. Also, Emily, you can roll real dice if you would like.
Oh, I'm just on my bed, so I don't really have a space to.
Oh yeah, that's totally
Alrighty. I guess I will make my way over to the bar.
Hell yeah. A red tiefling woman looks at you and she goes, "Good morning."
Good morning. Do you this is gonna be an odd question. What city is it that we're in right now?
Haven.
Haven. Do I recognize Haven? Probably not.
Roll history.
Okay. Oh boy. +7. 21.
You do not, which is strange, because, you did a lot of reading. Nope, doesn't sound familiar to you.
Cool. So did I only pay for one night of this room?
No, you pay for the week.
Oh.
You seem a lot more talkative today, which is good to see.
Yeah, I guess I was a little out of it. Well, I guess I'll grab just an ale, please, and a water.
Absolutely. Yeah, as she looks at the books kind of off to the side, she goes, "You've paid for the week and all the food that you could possibly eat and everything, so I'll go get you that ale."
Oh.
As she goes into that ale.
Sick.
As you feel a tug on your shirt.
I'm gonna turn around, see if I'll bend down a little bit.
She kind of just whispers, and you can't hear it with the loudness of the bar, but you hear a little.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Is the bartender like off, or is she coming back?
Yeah, but there is a second barkeep.
Okay. Excuse me.
He looks up at you. This one is a more grayer tone tiefling man. As he walks up to you. Yes.
I'd like to order some food, if you don't mind.
All right, what you looking for?
I'm gonna turn around to Sam really quick. What do you feel like?
Whatever's cheapest.
Okay. I'll order like a What's your recommendation?
For the little one, we can make oatmeal, we can make eggs, bacon. I think we have some bacon and sausage, but that'll cost a little more. We have toast. As the lady tiefling comes back with an ale and water.
Let's do 2 oatmeals, please.
Would you like fruits in them?
Yes, that would be great.
Perfect. I'll bring it out to your table.
Thank you.
As he now goes into the kitchen.
I guess I'll take the ale and the water and go to a table.
All right. You find a table available in the corner of the room, in the middle of the room. Which one would you like to go to?
I'll go to the corner so I can kind of
Scan.
keep tabs on what's happening.
Absolutely. You find it decently easy. You find a table kind of crooked behind a giant fucking like ale barrel. But it's kind of off to the side, but you can see the stairs. As Sam kind of bounces in her seat a little, and she kind of looks around, seeming to look for, probably you can assume Gilbert, but very quickly losing faith with that.
I'm gonna turn to her and say, so is there anything else you know, or maybe anything you can remember about how we got here, or anything?
I met a scary lady.
Scary lady.
She was floating, everything was black.
Sounds familiar.
I think she said her name was... Complication?
Paradox?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I guess that'll be her. Well, I guess she's the one who put us here, so that's that mystery solved. I'm not sure if we're supposed to be waiting for something to happen or we have to go out to look, but for now, let's just finish our breakfast.
Just as you say that, the tiefling man puts 2 porridges down. One has blueberries in the shape of a smiley face that he puts in front of her. And then yours is just a variety of fruit. As you hear, "Oi, you!" from across the bar, Gilbert.
Yes.
Theo closes the door and kind of looks at you like, "What did?"
Okay, I'm from the past. I just met the heroes of time. I think I can be a hero, but you were a hero, and your mom was Thea, and I know Thea, but like years ago. And how far is Shadow Dragon from here?
We're not even on the right plane.
What? What plane are we on?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Look, we go to a lot of planes these days, and I'm not the one who decides these things. I just kind of show up.
Who's we?
The heroes of time.
Are they here?
I mean, I assumed so. I kind of lost them at
How
one
did you-
point.
How did you lose the heroes of time?
I may have a bit of a drinking problem. It's not the point.
Okay, what were you guys here doing?
That is strictly heroes of time business.
Okay, are you trying to, I don't know, save the children of time?
Oh god,
No,
that was
do
years ago.
Is that done?
Yeah?
Oh. Who's in the heroes of time now?
Me, the Theo Dragon Leiden, Isabella? She's Isabella of Dalathan? Lola May? Anakalithai? Any of these ringing a bell?
Anakalithis, I know Anakalithis.
Yeah?
But you know, the
Gail?
Gael.
You mean her dad?
Oh, okay. You know, this is the second craziest thing that's ever happened to me today. So the children are safe, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, that was years ago.
What did they do?
Oh god. You know, almost fucking destroyed and detonated the world?
No, not the children. What did the heroes do to save the children? Did they go to the temple?
I think they found the children, individually, stopped the children, with the sharp knifey thing, and then there was some sort of final confrontation with something.
There's always a final confrontation.
Yeah.
So they got the knife done.
Yeah, that was the easy part.
Just out of curiosity, who made the knife?
The other ones, the not heroes of time.
Oh. Okay. Are you guys planning to stay here for a bit?
I mean, I was planning on staying here until I could find the other ones.
You'd like a plan for that?
Wander around until I found one of them. That's usually what I do.
Okay. I've got kind of other things I should probably work on, you know, like end of the world, mortal peril, child's life in danger, things that I have to work on. But if when you find them, you guys just like come back here and stay here for a few days?
Sure. I mean, if we can find what we're looking for, yeah.
Well, and you won't tell me what you're looking for.
You said you're a hero of time?
Gilbert Hadley.
Oh, yeah, Uncle Gilly!
What?
Yeah, you don't look like yourself.
I'm from the past, I said.
Right, yeah, that makes,
Am I here?
No.
That's just because I'm retired, right?
Yeah.
Now, on a scale from 1 to 12, how good at magic would you say I am?
That's a... I once saw you do the craziest amount of magic I've ever seen in my life. And that's saying something, you know.
Huh.
'Cause I'm a hero.
Okay. Thank you. This has been really wonderful. My hand hurts. I'm gonna go because I do have things that I have to take care of, but this has been crazy.
Okay, I also... Since you haven't found, like, the magical shard of glass, have you?
Magical shard of glass.
Yeah, never mind. That's dumb question. Why would you know what that means? Anyway,
I mean, I found a whole orb.
I don't think that's what I'm looking for, but I appreciate the effort.
Magical shard of glass.
Look, I'm going downstairs. I'm gonna get a beer. Why don't we go do this conversation there?
Yeah, I should probably look for the druid too. So yeah, let's start there.
Alright. As he walks over and he throws on just a regular shirt, his half-plate pants still on.
I look away.
Yeah.
He's not had a shirt on the whole time, but you look
No.
away when someone's getting changed.
Yeah. As he grabs a very familiar looking bag of holding, as he attaches it to his pants and starts heading down.
Familiar as in belongs to a hero of time, or familiar as in the one I'm holding?
Familiar as the one you are holding.
I just like stare at his bag for a second. No pun intended.
Yeah. As he starts walking downstairs.
I'll follow him, but like try to look like I'm not just following him, but like I'm leading from behind.
Yeah, for sure. Roll performance check.
God, what? 18.
Okay, you feel like you're doing pretty good. As you're like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Like, as he walks downstairs, kind of lazily, you see at the corner of the opposite corner of the bar, in a corner table, you see a dwarf man stand up, his helmet falling off his head, and 3 beers in, he goes, "You!" As he points at Theo. Holly, you see the dwarf man pointing at what looks to be a blue drow man with white hair, as he kind of like looks over and goes, right, I forgot about you. Hello. Hi. As you see a human man, with brown hair, come down the stairs behind him, as you see Sam pop up.
I say, oh, what's wrong?
That's Gilbert.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah, the one not about to get into a fight. As the dwarf man starts stalking over towards the drow man. Gilbert, you see that as well. But across the bar, you also see Sam.
I was going to cast mage armor in case I wound up in a bar fight. Instead, I'm just going to walk away and go straight to Sam as fast as I can.
You hear this dwarf man go. Sorry. You think that you can walk right out after you cuckold a man? Like, as you hear Theo go, yeah, that's kind of what I thought. You guys seem to be pretty mad about it, so yeah, I was just planning on leaving and never really coming back. As he goes, well, you have another thing coming for you. As he goes, oh, great, lovely. I'm kind of busy. Can we do this later? As the dwarf man goes, no, you fucked my wife. as he go, yeah. Anyway, Gilbert, you approach where Sam is sitting as you see a drow woman. Not drow woman, a fucking druid woman. I don't know what drows on the street today. Jesus.
I will just rush up and be like, oh my god, Sam.
I thought you.
I give her a hug. Oh.
She does hug you back. She goes, I thought that you abandoned me like you said you would.
I didn't. The lady came and she grabbed you and I thought she put you somewhere and I was going to have to find you and I was coming to find you and you're okay?
I think so. I woke up. I also talked to the scary lady, and I woke up in the same room as her, as she points to the druid. She was a druid, and I know the druids like to sleep on the floor, so I made your room a forest. I'm sorry if that's not what you wanted. As she looks at you, Molly.
That was you?
Yeah?
It was beautiful. Really, thank you.
Of course. I used my last piece of paper, but that's okay.
I turned to Gilbert. You must be Gilbert?
Hi, Holly.
Hi.
Hollyarris?
Yes, yeah, you can just call me Holly, that's
Oh,
fine.
Nice to meet you.
It's good to
Did
meet
you-
you finally.
Did you know we're in the year 560 right now?
560. Well, I know now.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's weird.
That's predicament.
Yeah, well, we should probably get on the things as fast as we can, right?
Yeah,
Shall we?
yeah.
Right. Well, but you guys are having breakfast.
Oh,
I could have some breakfast.
might as well.
It's just, I turn around for a sec. Is there a bar fight behind us now? Oh, maybe
Not
now's...
really, not really. It's just a dwarf man trying to land a punch on a very dexterous drow.
Doing the Matrix thing.
Almost as if he has evasion.
Nice.
Yeah.
And also, that guy, and I point to the Dexy Drow Man, is the son of Thea Dragon Leaden.
You have no idea who that is.
Sorry. Who's that?
Like Heroes of Time?
Nope. Never heard of him.
Doesn't
Like the
ring a bell.
Like the most famous important adventuring group that there ever was.
Oh, well, here's what it is. I don't actually come from this whole plane of reality, so...
I think
Also,
I saw her once before I got stuck on Celestia. I think she was in the Fort of Lost Souls.
That sounds right. Yeah.
was the
I
Fort of
guess-
Lost Souls?
Oh, it's in Limbo. I remember someone. Oh God, as she kind of like, as you, Holly, see her face specifically go into just constellations, and looks like tiny little stars are exploding. As she goes, I don't remember who took me. As she goes back to normal, but I remember going there, and I remember that there was a bunch of people in rooms all alone. And they were like mumbling to themselves about the adventures they had, and that they were displaced, and that somebody saved them, but no one knew how, and they weren't allowed to leave the room. But some of them were starting to wake up, and that was really scary and really not great. And yeah. And I think I remember you, which is why I was scared I was a lost soul. But now I'm starting to think that I'm okay.
Yeah. I guess I was there because the world that I lived in or came from just kind of doesn't exist anymore, so here I am. So
I just quietly stare at Sam for a minute, like, you were in the Fort of Lost Souls at Limbo? I found you in a... Okay. Also, apparently we're not on, well, I mean, this isn't any different than last time that I was in another place, but apparently we're still not on the prime material plane.
Interesting. I mean, I guess I wouldn't have heard of this city anyways, but it's good to know.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna get some food, and then I'll come back, and then we should talk about where we're going to look next and what we're gonna do.
Good idea.
As you hear, Gilbert, Uncle Gilly. Do you turn back?
Yep.
You see Theo holding this drow man by like the forehead with his hand fully, his arm fully extended like this, as he's just holding a man trying to furiously hit him. As he goes, I know where we are. I know what plane we're on. He just said it. I'm helpful.
Could you Just give me a second, guys.
All right.
Would you-
Yeah. Are you done yet?
I'll go over to the rowdy nephew.
Yeah.
What did you do?
It's more who I did.
Did you apologize?
I'm sorry. I realized I didn't apologize. If I give you a certain amount of money, will you just leave me alone? As you hear a very as you hear this dwarf man go, you really are an arrogant prick, aren't you, you underscum? Which is a slur for drow people.
All right, mister. I don't think there's any need for that kind of language.
I'm gonna change the music for something a little more upbeat.
Here. What? No, never mind.
Alright. As Theo looks at him, he goes, "Can you believe he's talking to me that way?"
That was incredibly rude. You were rude too. But that was incredibly rude. And I think this needs to stop right now.
As he goes, yeah, I said I'm sorry. I was a little late, I will admit, but yeah, there's no need to fight here. Holly, Sam kind of leans into you and she goes, "What's happening?"
Oh, they're just having a little disagreement. I think it'll blow over soon.
As Theo kind of looks at the drow man and goes, "And you heard my uncle. There's no need for us to fight. I have some gold in my bag. Tell your wife I'm sorry. I'm sure we had a lovely time. I won't do it again. But I need to do work now, so I really don't want to have to kick your ass." As the drow man just shoves him off as he says, "Fucking underscum," as he leaves. As Theo goes, looks at you and goes, "I said I was sorry."
Just face palm a little bit.
Yeah.
So where are we?
Yes, we are on the dead corner of the fire plane.
The dead corner of the fire plane.
It's called the dead corner. I think it's a country or something in the fire plane. It's not on fire.
That's good.
Yeah.
I always like a place that's not on fire. Okay, I'm gonna go get some food.
Oh, that'd be great. As he just starts walking towards the bar. I'm so sorry. I was not planning on him being a permanent NPC.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Hi. Excuse me. And I'll go to the bar and.
You see a red-skinned tiefling woman as she goes, "Hello, how may I help you?"
I was wondering if I could order some food.
Absolutely. What would you like?
Just adventure breakfast platter.
Sounds good. Do you want me just to put that on the tab that you paid for yesterday?
I paid for a tab yesterday.
Yes, you paid for the whole week and all your accommodations.
I glance at the delinquent next to me.
He shrugs
that
at you.
cover Would that cover too?
I mean, yes, if you would like.
Sure. Sure.
He goes, Uncle Gilly, I do have my money.
It's on Uncle Gilly.
Kelly, taking inspiration.
That was so like a sitcom moment. Oh.
As he goes, that's really nice of you. I appreciate that.
Apparently I already paid for it.
All right. As he goes, where are we sitting? In the middle of the room? Do you have that drow woman? We should find that drow woman. Not drow, druid. What is with me and drow today?
I don't know. You called the dwarf a drow too.
It's the D words. I need to avoid the D words today. All of them are just drow.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I found her already. She's over there.
As he looks and he goes, oh, she's cute.
Nope. Nope. Best behavior, please. There's a child with us.
As he looks and he goes, oh yeah, Sam.
Wait, you know her? How?
As he kind of leans forward and he goes, she's your ward. You take care of her.
I'm from the past. I didn't know that.
I shouldn't have said that then.
Oh my god.
As he just kind of like goes, I need to start telling you things about the future, I guess.
That's
As he goes,
that's
hello
fine.
to you, Holly. Hello, I'm Theo. Nice to meet you. You're very beautiful, but I've been told I'm not allowed to hit on you. What's your name, love?
Hi, Hollyerris. You can call me Holly if you want. It's good to meet you too.
It's good to meet you as well. And well, hello again, you. As Sam looks up and she goes, hello again.
Did you two meet?
Briefly, he was there a few times in Celestia.
Nobody was in Celestia.
Before everyone died.
Oh.
As he goes, oh yeah, that was my first trip in time travel. It's very fun. Anyway, Hollyerris, what's your kind of trick? I'm a hero of time, not to brag. There's the plane reality jumpers or whatever they're called. What do you do? What kind of experimental magic are you into?
Well, I mean, kind of a. I hate to use the word, but limbo at the moment.
Oh, we all are there.
I guess, long story short, I'm not from here, and, kind of gotta start over, you know.
I'm sorry to hear that. I may crack jokes, but I truly am sorry.
Well, that's nothing much I can do about it now, so.
Also, apparently here's the dead corner of the fireplace.
The dead corner of
Yeah,
the fire plane.
The part that's not on fire.
As you see the drow man, fuck me! The tiefling man! You know what it is? I was playing Skyrim today, and I made a tiefling out of a drow. That's what it is. Oh my god. Tiefling man, the ashy tiefling man. I have their fucking backstory. Anyway, I'm a great dungeon master. I'm so sorry. The tiefling
It's okay,
man,
words are hard.
The tiefling man puts down the platter of adventurer's breakfast. As he goes, yes, this country's called the Dead Corner.
Okay.
Sound ominous?
Not really. a bunch of tiefling people moved here to escape the war and execution and slavery and all that things. So we established a town here, Haven, which I think is a pretty good name. Just to stay safe, and it's worked ever since. It was actually started, funny enough, with all this talk of heroes by two members of old hero groups, I think.
Interesting.
Do you know who?
Oh god, no, sorry, but there should be some. There's a whole museum of them in the cathedral in the center of the town.
Okay, that might be a good thing to look at. So should we I point at Holly, should we just kind of like, I'm sure it's okay to just say things in front of everybody.
I mean, I guess we're the only ones kind of dealing with this whole thing, aren't we? Well, I assume so. Not
I
really.
think there's more. I don't know. Do I? Actually, I can't remember if I think that or if Kelly knows that. No, I think we knew it was a competition in character.
Maybe.
Kind of.
Well, I guess no one else in this present company kind of knows what all this is about, so.
Okay, so we're supposed to find an obelisk,
Some sort of,
a gate.
yeah, some sort of gate, or find the gate, escape? I mean, I guess.
You guys hear thunder.
Oop.
Like really a creepily timed thunder.
Thunder nonetheless.
Find the gate.
I look at Theo, do you know of a gate obelisk?
You're really good at being vague. I mean, I'm guessing an obelisk could probably be in the cathedral, but it could be anywhere.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's...
cathedrals are usually the oldest things, right?
Yeah. Well, we don't have a clearly defined path yet, so we can't go the opposite of it. So maybe we should start there?
I would say so. I mean, I would assume maybe things will reveal themselves to us eventually.
You, in that moment, see a woman run in. As she runs in, her clothes in tatters. As she screams, and the whole bar goes quiet. As she vomits blood, and then passes out.
That was not good.
I'm just gonna go ahead and cast mage armor on myself.
Valid.
Oh boy.
Oh lord. So Theo gets up and he goes, I'm gonna go see if I can help her.
Yeah, I'll maybe stay back here, Sam, and I'll go with him.
Sam's gone.
What?
Oh. Child.
I look around?
You see her at the woman.
Oh, okay. Rush up after.
I'm gonna go up too.
As she looks at you and goes, how can we help her?
Oh, I have really good medicine. Oh boy.
Yeah. Lean down and look at her and put her on her side. Is she like dying?
She's dead.
Oh.
Can I do a medicine check?
Alright, roll medicine.
Okay. It's a 15. Even with my blessing.
She much dead.
I think she's dead. She's gone.
Theo pulls out of his bag of holding what looks to be a diamond as he goes, I have only a couple of these, but should I use it?
Hang on real quick. I'm gonna detect magic.
On...
I will... Yeah, just everything in 30 feet.
There's a lot of magic in this room. Most of it is around people.
Mhm.
But this woman has necromancy.
Okay, she's got some kind of necromancy on her. I can't tell a source. It's just like coming from her body.
It's coming from her stomach.
There's something in her stomach?
Maybe that's why the whole vomiting blood thing.
Okay, real quick, before he does that, could you, like, do the thing where you do the compressions and get the stuff out of the stomach?
Maybe. I probably have some sort of first aid knowledge. Well, not first aid.
Theo looks at you and goes, are you a cleric?
No,
okay, I am, so I'm just gonna...
Yes, please go ahead.
As he goes to pump her stomach, as you hear what sounds like the bursting of a Ziploc bag full of water. As you see blood just pour out from her stomach, as you see something slither out of it.
I'm gonna cover Sam's eyes with my...
Theo screams!
Okay.
Theo screams as Sam also screams. As hold on.
Yep.
So
okay, Theo does not faint. As Sam kind of like tries to fight your hand, Holly, as like, what's going on? As you see this worm kind of slink out of her shirt. It's about the size of like a water bottle, like a large swell water bottle. And it has like this strange, like bulbous head, almost like a rhinoceros without the horn. And it has almost piranha teeth. But it has like the ridges of a worm that you see. As it's just covered in blood. You think below it is some pale white, but you also see what looks to be some sort of thing moving within its skin itself as it gnashes its teeth.
Okay. I'm just going to react and do something probably overly unnecessary. I'm going to attempt to hold monster it.
Yeah.
Just like
immediately.
immediately.
What does it have to roll?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
All right. That is a 13.
That fails. It is.
All right.
The thing is paralyzed.
All right. It stops where it is.
It can save basically at the end of each round.
Amazing.
Or it could try to. Okay, I got it frozen. Can we just extract it and then you can do the thing?
Sure. He goes, do I just grab it?
Well, I mean, make sure you're not tearing her insides out.
Fuck, man.
You're a cleric.
Right. As he grabs the worm thing and just kind of like pulls on it, he starts pulling on it and it goes way too long, as like as it's like a foot and then 2 feet and then 3
Oh.
feet. And it starts pulling out her entrails with it, and it's just, yeah. But as it's going longer, you do see what looks to be under its skin is constellations.
Oh, it's one of those Celestian things. Okay. As he's pulling it out, and knowing that it's only temporarily paralyzed,
Yeah.
could I try to beat its head off the ground until I knock it out?
Roll an
my
unarmed
God.
strike.
I'm not actually good at that stuff. Is it just like proficiency because it's my fists?
Yes.
And do I add I don't add stride strength to hit?
What is your strength?
+2.
I'll say yes. I'll say it's a flat roll plus your strength plus proficiency.
Oh, 11.
11.
Oh, it is paralyzed. Do I get advantage?
You do.
No, it's still 11.
Just looking up the stats. Apologies.
Gilbert's just freaking out.
Fuck, man. You just see the bashing as you grab it by its head. You just kind of like yelp as it goes to roll damage.
I don't. Do I just get 2 damage? Because I'm not good at this, right? It's
Correct, you do. Is it health until it takes damage?
No, it just gets a save every round.
Yeah, I'm rolling for that, and it hasn't beat you yet.
Yeah, the damage does not affect the hold.
Dope.
I will double check that. I'm
so
pretty sure that's right.
At about 5 feet, with her intestines just out of her body, you see its tail, which is like rigid because it's being held. This woman is not gonna be not gonna be brought back by Revivify.
Just so you know, Nick,
Yeah.
in case it matters, this spell has no effect on undead.
Noted.
I always forget that part.
It is not undead.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Okay, I just need to roll a d4, but I think I know what it has a preference to. You see this thing suddenly like loosen up, and fucking start squirming in Theo's arms as he faints.
Oh.
As you see this thing, oh shit, snap at a lightning speed, almost like a viper, towards Sam.
Oh, hell
You-
no.
She's still like being hidden by me.
Yeah. So she has a
Okay.
higher AC.
I am going to attempt to ward her if it hits her.
Yeah, that was a natural 20.
I'm gonna. She's within 30 feet of me, so I'm gonna send my ward at her.
Alright,
And try to absorb
how
the
much
damage.
damage does your ward cover?
It has currently 27 hit points.
Okay. Your ward expires.
Oh god, she takes anything remaining if there was any.
Yep. She's down.
Oh fuck.
As you see it latch onto her shoulder, as you, because of your ward, it is not able to worm its way into her body through her mouth.
Oh my God.
But it does bite her. As she is going to roll a. She is poisoned. As you see the Celestian lights within her begin to glow as she turns full celestial form. Holly, you've never seen this before, but I mean Emily has. But she begins to glow, her skin becoming transparent, her hair becoming almost iridescent, and below her skin, her almost core becomes a night sky, a kind of darker blue, with constellations and stars and clouds kind of rotating within her as if she is her own universe. And you see it glow brighter, but you see a black cloud where she was bitten begin to spread as the stars begin to go out. What are you doing?
I wish I had like a knife, but I don't. I guess I'm gonna have my quarterstaff probably. I'm gonna just start bashing this worm thing.
All right. We'll do an informal round. So basically, it's gonna go Holly. I'll go Gilbert and then it. So Holly, what are you doing? Roll the hit. Roll the hit. Yes.
Okay. So. Oh, when it says versatile, does that mean like if I hold it with two hands, it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that. So it'll be D8. Or no, sorry. So to hit. Oh my god. I literally don't remember how to fight. It's fine.
Everything's fine. Gross but fine.
Okay. 23 to hit.
23 does hit. Roll damage.
Cool. So that's 28. Is that anything? I guess not. 4.
4 damage?
Yeah.
Alright, noted. It starts bleeding like a black ooze from its head.
Ew.
Gilbert, what are you doing?
Vanishing.
Vanishing? Hell yes.
It needs to make a. Oh, sorry, I actually don't have the details. I just have it overwritten on something else. I believe the charisma saving throw.
Charisma? That is a 9.
That's a miserable fail.
Is it from existence?
Not, as in not native to this plane?
You have a minute until you find out.
Sweet. Okay. That's my action. Do I have anything left with which to kick Theo awake?
I'll say that's a bonus action.
Hero of time, cleric adventurer, wake up!
He does wake up! As he kind of like shakes awake, he goes, sorry, just
Girl, hurt!
oh, fuck! As he does start pulling out components, as he starts casting, Gilbert, you recognize decently high spells.
Ooh.
He's at least level 10 in cleric.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Alright, after a minute, it does not return.
I was gonna say, in the meantime, I get everybody to back away from the space, etc.
Oh, everyone has run out of the tavern.
Okay. I was hoping to be able to identify it, but it's gone from this plane now, and I think that's for the best. Yeah.
Theo kind of goes, what the fuck? It's not working.
What do you mean it's not working?
still working on her.
What? I come over and look at her. She's just still like.
Yeah. She's
Frozen.
like, she's starting to flicker now.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay.
Holly, would you like to do anything?
I mean, I guess I could do another medicine check, but I don't really know like what's going on with her, so.
As you kind of like hold her and kind of looking to see what to do, you hear another lightning thunder strike. As the room for a moment lights with brilliant white light, and you hear beside you, Holly. After a moment, with the lightning gone, you will see this 5-foot worm thing that is split open, laying on its back, furled up, very dead.
Oh. Well, that handles that, I guess. Do you know what's going on with her? Why is her skin all like that?
She's Celestian. It's a thing. I'm going to. The only thing I can think of, which might be helpful, I'm going to reach in my bag of holding and pull out the egg that I have not even touched before.
Okay, you pull it
out. I take it that doesn't hurt?
Nope.
You see Gilbert's holding just like a small egg that's glowing in the same way that that Sam is. Like, there's a constellation inside of it. And he will. I don't know what this does. I found it, but it seems like the right thing, and I'm just gonna. And then he touches it to her.
Nothing happens.
Okay, that's not.
It's worth a shot.
I don't have any healing.
Okay. Theo looks at you and he goes, "Spare the dying word."
Okay. So. Okay. I am going to, in that case, try to spend the next few minutes, and this takes me like 11 minutes to do, but I'm going to try to identify her, to determine what's going on.
All right. Holly, what would you like to do?
Was Theo doing like, he was trying to heal her and it wasn't working?
Yeah.
Or, okay, so, no, I probably can't use any healing spells. I don't know, is she like bleeding from her shoulder, or is it just kind of like glow, or the cloud thing?
It seems to have cauterized itself.
Oh.
Yeah. In the sense of like it's pussy and it's gross, and you think that the venom itself that was bit into her sealed itself.
Great. I'm just gonna do a general medicine check then to see where she's at. 25.
Sam is alive. That is pretty clear. All of the stars have mostly gone out, except for the one right in the center of her chest that is still glowing brightly. But the rest of her seems to be covered in black cloud.
I think she's okay for now, but we just have to make sure that she's stable, which I think she is for now.
Gilbert continues to like wave a crystal over her and murmur some things.
Yeah, roll
Yeah.
concentration.
Oh, yeah. Check something real quick. Okay, this has nothing to do with maintaining concentration on spells while damaged. So concentration. Just con check or con save?
That'll be a
That same
check.
thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. 19.
You keep going. You kind of shove away that kind of feels, and then you keep going.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Eventually, 11 minutes pass. Holly, you can do kind of whatever you want if you would like for the next few minutes.
I'm gonna go behind the bar and try to get a glass of water.
You do so.
Okay. I'm gonna bring it back and try to maybe rinse off her wound.
All right. Roll medicine.
Okay. 'It's only 13 this time.
It's only 13 this time. So you are able to basically do some rudimentary, like healing stuff upon her wounds. And so it will not get infected, but it might get worse eventually if you don't keep up with it. Gilbert. So you finish your spell.
Mm-hmm.
And that was specifically identify, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Which I now have the pearls for.
Yes, I know. You do not recognize the spell, even though identify does give it to you. Basically, it sounds like a bunch of math is the best way I can describe it. Like a bunch of like PhD level math, basically. And the magics itself is transmutation, evocation, and necromancy.
I will just describe sort of what I'm seeing and say that stuff.
It seems like they are feeding off of each other, like the magic itself, and they are basically rotting. That magic, like the magic is disappearing, but also festering, and it doesn't make any logical sense, but it seems that it's basically attacking her body.
Okay. I sort of ask, and having described that, if that's the case, can we figure out how long?
Like how long it's gonna last, or how long she'll be stable?
Yeah.
Roll. Hollyo, you can roll medicine.
Okay. 25.
You think at least this hour. If it's being kept cast, it will be a much slower time.
The spare the dying?
Yeah.
I relay this.
Alright, Theo, you have one job. Could I go over and inspect the weird snake
Alright.
monster?
Roll investigation.
Oh. Too early? I'm gonna use my inspiration if I can. Is that just a roll?
Of course.
It's important. 26, which is much better than 11.
You see that it was split open by what looks to be a fucking nuts eldritch blast. You recognize that kind of magic right away. And it has something what looks so basically this long worm thing is pretty smooth and pretty consistent, but about 6 inches from its head, it has this sudden bulbous spot that's about the size of the length of a textbook. But it looks to be like a, what's the word? Cylinder.
Like, made of, like it's part of the monster or it's in the monster?
You think it's in the monster.
Oh, there's a thing in it. I just describe what I'm seeing, and can I try to inspect the thing and see what it is?
Sure. With your 26, it should be easy enough. It looks to be some sort of scroll.
A scroll?
Like with a wooden kind of, with a wooden dowel in the middle.
Huh. They don't have a knife?
The elf hands you his sword.
Gilbert, the only adventurer with no knife.
And Hildy, who also does not have a knife.
Nice!
Apparently I have a sickle, but it's a bit of a weird thing to have.
I don't suppose anyone would be better at me than this, would they? As I hold the sword towards the head of the thing.
Theo looks at you and goes, I'm trying to keep the kid alive.
One job, good job. Alright, I'll try to cut it out.
Alright, roll a athletics check with disadvantage.
I'm gonna
Which I
cut the
think is
crap out of
fair.
this. I'm gonna cut the crap out of this thing. This is 4.
You definitely cut through the scroll, but you basically get its head off and split it in half in that area, so you have 2 halves of a scroll.
Why did I never take mending? Let's unroll it and then we can look at it.
It is a mostly empty scroll.
Mostly.
But it does have this.
Oh, you bitch.
Oh, good.
I'm just gonna think back on something for a second. Okay. Gilbert mutters to himself. Said she'd let her go. I don't remember if she said she'd be unharmed. Okay. Well, I think it's clear what we have to do, right?
You mean go to the obelisk?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the only place we were talking about going. Someone must have known. So, maybe they're trying to trick us.
Well, they're probably not trying to trick us. They're probably telling us the honest truth. That doesn't mean there's any better way.
That is true. Well, yeah, I guess we have no other choice.
Oh. Do you mind if I take a few minutes real quick?
Go ahead.
This is in character, not out of character. I'm going to also identify the egg.
Hell yeah.
Also takes 11 minutes.
Theo casts Spare the Dying again.
Oh, that was too quick.
More for safe. More for
Okay.
safety. Okay. This is basically a phoenix egg.
Oh. So, I don't know much about what that would be, and I don't know if Gilbert knows much about what that would be. Just like straight up the egg of a bird?
The egg of a very magical bird.
Okay, that's... I think I picked up a phoenix egg.
Phoenix egg. Do I know what a phoenix is?
Absolutely you do.
Wow. That's fascinating. I don't know if I've ever seen one in person.
Well, I hand it to you if you want it.
Carefully take it.
The druid has the egg. How much?
Yeah. Well, do you
Would
think
that be helpful with the... And I point at Sam.
maybe phoenixes? I'm remembering this from Harry Potter, but like,
It's accurate.
okay, they have like the tears that like heal people.
Mm-hmm.
Coolio.
Well-
Okay. Yeah. Phoenix tears have healing regenerative properties. So
Maybe... Right. Should
I'm
we
gonna-
hold it somewhere nicer than a bag of holding?
I'm gonna put my ear up to it.
Roll nature.
Okay. Okay. Oops. Ugh. 10.
You hear the smallest of a heartbeat.
Okay, I think there's something. I think it's alive in there. So yeah, we should probably keep it warm. I mean, it's my best guess.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
I'm just gonna stick it like down my shirt.
Hell yes! Take an inspiration for that.
Nature's purse.
The cleave.
You do so.
Sick. Okay. Well, that should be hopefully warm enough. Maybe put my cape back on and put it over it.
Hell yeah, it's toasty warm now. You can feel it heating up.
Nice.
Okay. Then we should. I don't know what to do other than to try to defeat the game.
I guess the only way to do that is to head to the obelisk. But will Sam be okay? Like, should we just leave her here, or should we try to take her with us?
I told her I wouldn't leave her, but I don't know if we can move her.
I'll carry her. As Theo looks up. I can't find my group either.
You would come with
And
us?
then
I mean, sure. I won't be able to fight if I'm trying to keep her alive, but
one job, just one.
wait.
you will have to eventually explain what this game is. I just don't want to know right now because I'm kind of concentrating.
All in good time.
So where are we going then? Where is this obelisk?
Oh, that's a great question. I think we should start at the temple. I mean, the cathedral.
Assume the cathedral's probably the closest thing to an obelisk, but That's all we've got to go on. So
Also, in your guys' experiences, are obelisks common?
No.
huh.
I think I can
Well,
work with that.
shouldn't be too hard to find then, hopefully.
They're tall, pointy things, right?
I assume so.
I think so.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's go! As he stands up.
Okay.
Help him pick her up.
He's got her.
Yeah, okay. I'm still hovering for a moment.
Yeah. He goes, Gilbert, you're the only thing not currently keeping anything alive. Could you run upstairs into my room and grab my things?
Oh, yeah, sure. Be right back. Do you have a key?
I didn't lock it.
That's silly. Run upstairs.
Alright, you go upstairs. His room was easy to find, and it was not locked. As you find a bright red breastplate, the other half of a half plate, basically, and a helmet. I will send you the drawing of it.
Does he already have a sword?
Yeah. I might take a second because I didn't have this prepared because I didn't think that he would have to.
Sometimes the NPCs get out of control.
Oh, I found a picture. I found his picture.
Oh.
I will send it in. I'll send it in momentarily. There it is. We stand an edgy boy. So this is
We
what he
do.
looks like.
Hey, I've seen that face
Hey.
before.
Yeah, I kind of stole it, and this is his armor.
Oh, damn.
Whoa, my god.
And I quickly throw open like any desk drawers or anything, just to make sure I have everything in like a flurry.
Ooh, you find what looks to be a money bag.
Take it.
Yep, cool. What's your intelligence is super high, right? Yeah, you're a wizard.
+5.
Yeah. Ooh, you pick it up and you, from just the weight of it and the fact that you're from Shadow Dragon, so you know the currency real well, that's platinum.
Ooh.
That's a bag of platinum.
Ooh. Why did I buy breakfast? Yeah, and pack all up to my arms and rush back downstairs and try not to trip.
He is still there, with Sam in his arms. Holly, what would you like to do this time, if anything? Let's get some music going.
I think. You know, sometimes in like old bars and stuff, they'll have like a map of the city.
Yep.
I'm gonna scan the walls to see if there's some sort of
Roll
map.
investigation.
Okay. Okay. Nat 20!
Hey!
Wow,
You are for
okay.
sure there was no map here.
Hey.
Alright. Cool.
If only Nat 20s could make things exist.
Yeah.
Just appears on the wall. Okay.
It's forced itself into your mind. No, no map here.
Well, that's great. I'm gonna turn to Theo. If you spotted any maps or anything, maybe help us get there a little faster.
Well, there is a big fucking building on the other side of in the middle of the
Well, yes, that's what I was thinking as well. But, maybe some shortcuts or direct routes or anything like that.
I don't know. I don't really remember getting here, to be honest.
That's fair. Well, thank you anyway.
You see Gilbert coming down with the armor that you see in the group chat. Theo kind of like throws out his hip, so he kind of has like a sassy pose. And he kind of like looks at his bag of holding that's attached to his hip, and he goes, "You can just put it all in there. I don't need it right now."
I will open it and shove everything in, and as I'm putting the big bag of money in, I'll be like, "You get breakfast next time."
I was going to offer. You're the one who said that it was on Uncle Gilly.
Well, I paid for things yesterday, and I don't know what I paid. I don't remember getting here, so I figured it's already gone.
Well, fair enough. Alright. So, what are you guys doing?
Went outside, watching out for people vomiting blood, for the cathedral.
There is no one else. You just see a trail of blood off into the alley around the tavern. But you do, in the distance, see a cathedral.
Oh, just a quick thought
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Can I think of why the thing would have come back?
Roll an insight check.
That's weirding me out. Wish I added anything to insight. That's an 8.
That should be possible.
Yeah, like, because even if you banish something back from its own plane, it still just goes to a temporary bubble. It shouldn't go back to the other place.
Exactly, and it was gone for longer than a minute, so.
So yeah, somebody did something and sent it back. I have no idea why it's here. Murmuring to himself as we walk down the street.
You see a bunch of people in the streets. Most of them now you realize are tiefling. I said it right this time.
Yeah.
This is a very poor city. I mean, the buildings are fucking solid, but there's nothing fancy about it. The only thing fancy is this one cathedral, which shouldn't make sense. It seems like it should be in a different city, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, we make our way along.
Okay. You see a lot of panhandlers also. Once again, mostly tiefling, which is strange. But you happen to be slowed down a lot, because, Theo was just giving platinum to people, and so people so people are swarming.
Theo, I love you, bud, but we're on a timeline. Maybe next pass through town?
Right. Sorry. See, kind of jogs back up to you all. I don't know why everyone gets so excited when I start handing out money.
Have you talked to your mother lately?
Yeah?
Like how lately?
Like a month ago?
You talk to her a lot?
Yeah, she's one of my best friends.
Okay. Gilbert in the back of his head, low-key wondering, does your mother know you're an asshole?
Oh, he's much more like his father than you think. Alright, let's take up just a 5-minute break. And then we'll
I'm
get
about to
going.
get a snack.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll be right back.
Alright, watchers, you may come and enjoy. Alright, let's get back to some wholesome time. Or horror time, I'm not sure. All just the same guys like to do anything on the way? There are some shops that are open. Nothing?
I don't think so, unless there's like a super cleric.
You do pass a magic shop.
Oh. Should we... Do we have any healing potions? Do we need anything? No,
So you just keep going.
Yeah, so you just see Gilbert debate in his head. It's just the draw of a magic shop, but also priorities. But magic shop, but priorities.
Theo casts Spare the Dying.
Oh, priorities.
I'm just kind of keeping my focus on my little egg in my bosom.
Hell yeah. Actually, you know what? Knowing Theo, he would ask this of you. Theo looks at you guys and goes, Can you just go inside and grab maybe another diamond just in case she needs it?
Oh yeah. Of course. Do you have?
He puts out his hip.
Thank you. I reach in, take his bag of money. I only got 10 gold.
Well, alright, you walk to the shop. You see, just give me one momento.
Yeah.
Roll
And
20
while you're-
feet that way.
And while you're taking one memento, I will lean back out the door and call, what size?
Worth 300 GP.
Okay.
Well, I think I'll be able to catch Revivify. You know, so. Alright. You enter this magic shop. It looks like a cave, which is pretty dope. You see it's pretty tiny. It looks more like a workshop than a shop itself. But what you do see is what looks to be a... Trying to get my notes. A lizard folk woman in kind of a silk wrap around her head as she wears kind of long, silken, baked robes. And she walks in and goes, Hello?
Hi.
May I help you?
Nice place you have. Looking for some diamonds? Also, does she have like anything on display?
She has a bunch of like taxidermied, like monster claws and stuff like that.
Okay.
She brings out a small chest, and she pops it open as you see 6 diamonds of various sizes.
Something in a 300 range?
She picks out the middle one and puts it on the table, and she goes, 150 gold.
And that's wonderful. Why so cheap?
Because that is what I always charge you. Also, are you trying new magic?
It's for a friend.
You look much younger.
Oh, just trying something out for a bit, yeah. Do you have any of my usual?
I was not expecting you. I can get your usual in 24 hours with Sandy picking it up as usual.
Oh, no, maybe that's okay. I'll come back later.
Oh, all right. I'm so sorry. By the way.
That's okay. It's short notice,
Well, I hope you don't need all of it.
And that was the Gilbert's trying to think of a way to ask what is my usual without seeming like a crazy person. And did you add the things that I was talking about last time?
Oh, yes. So I believe as she pulls out what looks to be a list.
I look over it with her as if it's perfectly normal to do so.
You see a bunch of spells, like components, like a fuck ton. Specifically, I'm just looking up the components for one particular spell. Ah, there it is. Yes. You see a bunch of components, but the one that sticks out to you is what looks to be an hourglass. Specifically, in brackets, it goes, and this is in your handwriting, 25,000 GP. Non-magical.
Do I... And this is on a list of the usual. Can I think of what that would be for?
Yes. You can either roll history or arcana, and it will be a high roll no matter what it is.
Okay, I'm going to roll arcana. 19.
Arcana, you said?
Yep.
You can think of one spell, but it's pretty impossible. And it's unorthodox how you would be casting it. But the one you can think of is Wish.
I just say, oh yeah, nope, looks like I remembered everything that I was thinking about getting later.
Have you found them yet?
Not yet. The... Yeah.
In fact, as she kind of like pulls her collar down, as you see what looks to be a magic rune on her collarbone. I cannot say. Don't you remember casting that?
Just checking that it was still in effect.
You see a genuine moment of fear from her.
Oh no. I'm sorry, I'll just take the diamond. I'm having an off day. Do I recognize the rune, by the way?
You do. This is, again, something that is not orthodox for you to cast. And it is basically you were taught in a guest lecture that Professor Nightingale brought in. This is the spell Taboo. If you cast it on a person, it's kind of like Modify Memory in a sense, where if you cast it on a person, they are not able to say whatever you dictate is forbidden to be said.
Oh. That's fucked up.
Yep.
I will proceed to calmly buy the diamond.
She does. She just slides it, and she kind of like, you see her hands shake a little as she just hands it to you, and she goes, I don't need payment. I was not able to get to your usual time, so.
I take out the 150 and put it on the counter and say, it's really okay. Promise. Holly, did you need anything?
I don't think so. I think I have all my usual stuff.
Oh, actually, sorry, do you have any of the things from Legend Lore?
Yes, I believe so.
Could I get one of those?
Yes, just give me a minute as she goes to the back of her sword.
Just gonna Theo's money. He's earned it for the. Well, no, he's being good.
Like a true uncle.
Yeah. Incense worth 250 gold, which the spell consumes, and 4 strips of ivory worth at least 50 gold each.
Yes.
So 450.
She walks out with a decent-sized box as she just hands it to you.
And I will slip her what I think is the going price for these items.
She comes out, Holly. This woman is absolutely terrified. You even notice it now, Gilbert. Something has highly heightened her fear.
I'm just gonna walk up to the table. Is everything all right?
Her eyes dart to Gilbert, and she goes, "Yes, of course."
Are you sure?
Roll insight.
Inside. Okay. $13.
She's fucking terrified. Her eyes keep darting to behind in the back of the shop.
Is there someone back there?
She takes out a pen, like a quill, and on a blank piece of paper, she goes, and she says, "Of course not. There's no one. Why would there be anyone here?" As she begins to draw something. Let's see if she can do it. It's probably the closest that she'll be able to. Okay, she can. Hell yeah. Let's see. She draws a very. You know what? I'll just draw it. It takes 30 seconds. Immersion.
I know what that looks like, but Holly doesn't.
Does Gilbert see this as well?
Yes. She just slides shakily the piece of paper towards you, Holly.
I just kind of look at her confused. But I say, okay, and I take the paper.
Alright.
See if I can figure out what it is later.
Can I just like point behind her and be like, give her a quizzical facial expression?
She just smiles a little too sweetly at you.
I look at Holly to be like,
You.
I'm sorry. I need to close up soon.
fair enough. Hope you have a nice day.
She smiles again, and she goes, "I will have the regular ready for you."
Thank you. And I'll head out.
All right. Holly, what do you do?
I'm gonna kind of try to look past her into the back, like discreetly, and see if I can see anything.
Roll perception.
Oh boy. 7.
You actually do see someone, because they're anticipating you rolling high, and you rolled low.
Oh boy. My eyes just like go big when I see her. Like,
She cocks an eyebrow, and she just goes with her hands, just waving you out.
I go, okay, have a nice day. And I walk out.
Alright, the shopkeeper locks the door behind you and she turns off all of the lights, and the shop is now dark as Theo is thoroughly drenched in the rain.
There was no awning or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was weird. That was, not very normal, I don't think.
Theo sticks out his hip again.
Oh yeah, I put his money back. I'm sorry, I bought an extra thing. Just hit me up for money when you find Naomi.
How much money did you spend?
450 gold.
Ah, that's nothing.
What?
You think his flaw might be no concept of money.
I'll just, Theo, am I terrifying?
Like,
Not now me, but like me. That's a yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are they? Why am
I go, I don't know if it was you necessarily. Well, maybe not entirely. There was definitely a person back there in the shop.
Yeah.
She just kind of waved me out. It didn't look like she was very scared to see us, so, that's a little worrying.
Yeah, you don't think we got the shopkeeper killed, do you? She seemed to want us to go, right?
Well, probably somewhat against her will, but I'm not
Okay.
sure if there's much we could have done.
Yeah, priorities, right?
As Theo kind of like is shaking, goes, Uncle Gilly, do you have presents?
Yeah. I'm gonna start drying and warming.
Yeah.
Him and Sam.
Yeah. He's covered Sam. Like he's
Oh, okay.
basically pulled her into his body. Yeah.
Drying and warming.
Alright.
Okay, we should go. Yeah.
Well, I took the piece of paper with me, the thing she drew. I have no idea what it is, but
What's
maybe.
this? Oh, just the symbol on the floor of the Temple of Time and Reality, isn't it?
Well,
Heroes of time
sure.
travel. I think she knows. Like, I think she knew that I wasn't me because, I mean, I tried to be smooth, but I'm really not very smooth. So I was casting some weird stuff in some weird ways.
Maybe. Guess things are a little different these days.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll discover a little more. Maybe at
Apparently,
the
yeah.
temple.
But thank you for going into the shop, by the way. You didn't
Of
have
course.
to do that for me.
Of course I would. You're my nephew.
He smiles.
Oh, just out of curiosity, how old are you?
That's a hard question to answer because technically I have an age consistent in the interior plane, but I've
No,
also
but
been
like,
traveling.
how old? How many years have you lived?
I'm 103.
Oh. Oh. This uncle thing is interesting.
Well, you said that you're a part of the Heroes of Time now, like currently.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know when you become a Hero of Time, you stop aging, right?
Okay, I will admit that I'm really new, like one day new. So no, I didn't know that.
Oh, well, congratulations, you didn't age that one day. As he
But
starts
everybody
walking towards
keeps.
the cathedral.
Okay. Be 23 for the rest of my life.
Okay, he starts walking towards the temple. AKA the cathedral. Alright, well done, you two. You said your passive perception was 14?
Me?
Yep.
Yes.
Something catches your eye behind you.
Slowly turn my head.
You see a silhouette of a woman in a kind of black lace with a kind of a black umbrella, as she seems to be casually following you.
I'm gonna go up beside Gilbert and be like, I think we might be being followed.
Should I look?
Casually. Just be cool.
Alright. Gilbert stretches and looks fine.
You say the same thing, but as you do, your arm hurts. Specifically your left hand.
Got it?
Everything okay?
Just a twinge.
Hmm.
Does it look any different?
No.
It must have just. I really needed that stretch. Do I see the person?
You did, yes. You saw the exact same thing that Holly saw.
I have no idea who that is.
About 10 minutes go by as you come to... Where is it? I love that I forgot to name it, so it's like the 4th untitled. Jesus Christ. Alright, fucking... Give me a second. Aha! There it is. Hello. As you get to the doors of a cathedral.
Alright. I would like to read something real quick.
What you do not see in this photo is at the windows, you see 2 statues, full body statues, with two people So basically, they're full body statues standing on top of like a pillar, and then they have plaques.
And they have what?
They have like name plaques.
Oh.
Before we go in, I want to see where the person following us is.
Kind of behind you still. She's about 80 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure the doors are closed when we go in.
How close are the plaques? Can we see?
They're small enough that you cannot. But you see that both of these forms look a little familiar. Holly, more for you, so.
I will probably walk up to them then.
As you get closer, the lights begin to turn on, basically. The torches and candles begin to light themselves as you see the two full-body statues that stand at the window.
Interesting.
Gilbert,
Mm-hmm.
one of the statues is Holly.
Oh.
Is that me?
I mean, it sure looks like you.
Does the plaque say anything identifying?
It says Hollyerris Stone Church. Dragon Rider.
Okay. Well, I guess we're in the future, so this isn't entirely weird, but
Who's
okay.
your friend?
Well, it looks like the girl that I saw in the magic shop.
They also look like the woman behind us.
Yep.
And our follower here. So, not sure what to make of that.
She also has a plaque.
I was gonna say, what does the plaque say? We go up.
Evangeline Stormbreaker. Dawnbreaker King.
Okay.
Another lightning crashes. Another lightning strikes and a thunder.
Should we?
And I don't recognize the name or anything.
Roll history. It's a real low, but if you get a natural one, it's enough of a difference you wouldn't catch it right away.
Okay. $15.
Okay. She looks like she looks like she would be like the older sister of Anastasia.
Okay.
You know, you hear behind you.
Who?
It's not really nice to try to lock someone out of their own personal cathedral.
Sorry, we just didn't really know what to do with you following us. Just be on the safe side.
I can understand that. As from the staircase, not the front door, but the staircase, you see who you now know to be Evangeline Stormbreaker.
Could I ask why you're following this?
I was making sure you got here. I wanted a place where I could talk to you without her watching.
Her. Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, she can't hear you.
Oh,
Slightly comforting.
Yes.
you didn't send us a note earlier, did you?
No, that was not me.
Okay, that's good.
I only got here recently. I've been a bit busy. As she walks up to the statue of you, and she goes, shit. I guess the spell didn't work as well as I thought. As she snaps and suddenly becomes Tilia Stormchurch. As she turns to you, sorry about that. And she begins to walk back towards the foyer.
So that's not me? Or.
It kind of is. If you'd like a little secret, us as a we are you from an alternate time where basically our old groups, if you know what I'm talking about, found a door, and we thought that the person we were seeking walked through that door and actually led us here. Afraid that someone would know who we were, we casted a spell to change all of our identities. But unfortunately, I guess I wasn't strong enough to get everywhere. So I've been evangelising for a very long time.
Oh.
But that's not what's important right now. How much do you all know about what's happening here with Paradox?
She's trapped us in a game that she made because she was bored.
Yes and no. She trapped you in a game, yes. Because she's bored, absolutely not. She's trying to get something. I have a reason to believe it is to get to a gate. To escape.
Yeah.
I believe that this world is her creation and her prison. Luckily, I was able to sneak in as you all were pulled, as there were enough of people I was slightly connected to fall into this situation, and I am powerful enough to remain here a while. I am the one who sent you those messages.
The snake message or a different message?
The ones you heard in the night. I'm the one who gives you visions of what's to come.
And do you want to help us?
Yes.
To
Gilbert, how long does detect magic last, or did you put that down already?
It's long down. I
Okay,
cast
I
something
figured.
else.
I figured. Alright. As you're looking at her, your hand hurts again.
So you want us to? Are you trying to help us complete the game, or
No, I want to break it.
right? Because Paradox getting out would be very bad
Very bad.
for whom?
You know why the Heroes of Time are together? You know how they have a big baddie? Yeah, she's the second one of them.
Can I try to insight check this just to?
Sure.
17 for 17?
She is forcefully trying to be honest.
Okay.
but it's
Okay.
not something she's comfortable with.
Okay. That's
Also, your hand
much
hurts
better
more.
than. If we break it, can we still save her?
Paradox.
No, I'm pointing to Sam.
Oh, yes. I believe so. I'm working on that. In fact, that's the second part. I have been keeping something in here, hoping that someone would be able to come save it, him, it, them, him. Down the stairs, there are gods and monsters. The monsters will attack you, probably so are the gods. But I have been keeping something in the vault here. It's very powerful. His name is Gideon. He will be able to help you get out of here.
Oh. Right. How did you get Gideon in a box, if you don't mind me asking?
Let's just say I'm not an adventurer anymore. Let's say I've ascended to greater things.
Oh.
Your hand hurts more.
Ah. God,
In
what
fact,
is
you
that?
take 3 points of damage.
Oh. I look at it just because, like, ow, what?
Your fingertips are turning black.
Oh my god, what in the heck is that?
She raises her eyebrows and she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, that happens sometimes in my presence. People who are particularly interesting and or have a lot of secrets."
I don't think I'm either of those things.
I don't think I'm wrong. Holly, if you would like, you may roll history and or arcana and or religion.
Ooh.
But there is no pressure.
Let's do Arcana.
Cool.
Nat 20, oh my god.
She's a god. She's a god. She's a god. She's very much a god. She is an old ass god that is very powerful and
Oh boy.
and she's not like a minor god. She's like a major deity.
So, what made you decide to come here and help us specifically? I'm like terrified.
You see that Holly is terrified, Gilbert. Well, long story short, you were picked for something, and it broke all realities, and it would be very much helpful for me to keep her from getting out, as she remembers what I remember. Also, Holly, if I may say, you helped a very scared young elf in a tough position once, and made a little bit of home in a strange place. I'm just returning the favor.
Well, that's very glad to hear that. Really,
Gilbert, would you like to do anything?
Do less, say more. So, what, you have the... Sorry, this just really hurts. You have this you have Gideon in a thing downstairs, and there are monsters and guards, and you want us to go fight them and break them out?
Yes. I've kept them there specifically for you.
Can you do something for me in return?
Sure.
Can you stop whatever's happening to her? Point at Sam.
She comes closer to you. As Gilbert, your eye begins to hurt, like just one of your eyes. As she passes you, and you take 4 points of psychic damage. As she looks over at Sam and she touches Sam's face, as the clouds begin to dim a little. As she goes, I can, but not without Gideon. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I am not what he is, as much as I try. But I can, as she kind of like, you see, actually, she would use her left hand. You see her left hand is incredibly, like, mummified and decrepit. As, you see, basically, the light come back into the stars, but the clouds remain. As she goes, she'll remain stable. As long as she remains within 30 feet of you, give it.
Alright. No. Thank you. Ow. Sorry, Holly, I didn't mean to. Do you think this is a good idea?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily question it, given who she seems to be. So we might have to just go find him, go through with it.
Does this count as doing the opposite of what we were told?
Do you say
I think
that
it does. Yeah.
She smiles. I don't like being outsmarted. So let's just say there's a counter game happening.
Counter to your game countering her game.
Yes, but I'm being honest about it, which is very strange for me, but I'll survive.
Alright. Theo, you good?
I know who she is, so yeah, I guess so. Also, why the fuck are you here? That's... I don't know if we should trust her, if I'm honest. She's evil. She's quite literally evil.
Well, I guess the other god lady that we're dealing with here is arguably a little more evil. So...
or at least evil and more crazy.
Yeah.
No offense.
She shrugs and she goes, I'm usually not upbeat, but there's a day for everything.
I vote we do the thing with the Gideon.
Yeah, if we must, we must.
Best of luck then. I will be here making sure Paradox does not find you.
Appreciated, I think.
You're welcome, I think. Best of
Sure,
luck.
sure, it will be very helpful.
She walks over to the windows between the two statues and she just stares out the window.
The pain get a little better as she moves away.
Yep.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Alright. In that case, let's go down the stairs.
Here goes nothing.
I could make us invisible.
Well, that might... Would they try to attack us anyways? I'm not sure.
I mean, we'd have more chance of not being spotted. Maybe. Possibly.
That's true.
Maybe. We still have to be quiet, but...
Let's give it a shot.
Alright. I'm going to upcast invisibility at 4th level because I always use my highest spells as fast as I humanly can. Which gives me the ability to target 4 creatures. And I will target us 4.
Alright. And with that, that is where we end tonight.
Oh my god.
Welcome
Also,
to Chapter 2!
Holy crap. I know who that is, by the way, but holy crap.
I figured you might have. She showed up in O'Darren's too, and he was just like, motherfucker, I knew she was gonna turn into her.
Hello? Hello?